Do you feel that the behavior of others dictates your emotional state? Have you ever felt that if someone is happy, sad, or angry, their emotions directly affect you? Have you ever wondered if there's a way to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of social chaos? Today we're diving into a compelling and often troubling idea from existentialist philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre: hell is other people. Jean-Paul Sartre, a leading figure in existentialist philosophy, introduced the phrase "hell is other people" in his play No Exit. This idea highlights the notion that our deepest anxieties and frustrations often stem from our interactions with others. Sartre believed that being constantly observed and judged by others forces us into a state of self-consciousness and inauthenticity, creating a metaphorical hell. This perpetual scrutiny can make us feel trapped and can exacerbate feelings of anxiety and alienation. Imagine a workplace where the mood of your boss dictates the atmosphere for everyone else. If this person is happy, you take a sigh of relief and feel that it's safe to relax. However, if they are upset or in a bad mood, it immediately affects your day, making you anxious and uneasy. Every action you take is scrutinized, and every mistake you make is magnified under their critical eye. This creates an environment where you feel you cannot be your true self, leading to constant stress and a sense of entrapment. The constant pressure to conform to their expectations and the fear of their judgment can make you feel like you are living in a personal hell, where your peace of mind is continually disrupted by their opinions and moods. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." In today's video, we will explore 10 Stoic strategies to overcome the emotional turmoil Sartre describes. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolkit of Stoic practices to help you navigate and transcend the so-called hell of other people, turning potential sources of distress into opportunities for personal growth and tranquility. Now let's uncover the 10 Stoic strategies to overcome this existential dilemma. 1. View others as fellow humans with shared faults. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the common humanity we share, which can help us see others not as sources of torment, but as fellow travelers on the same journey. He wrote in his Meditations, "Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize?" Let's understand this with an example. Imagine you're at work and a colleague misses an important deadline, causing extra work for you. Instead of jumping to anger, remember your own past mistakes. Recognizing that we all have our flaws and moments of failure can cultivate empathy. This perspective shift reduces the emotional charge of the situation, making it easier to address the issue calmly and constructively. You can also keep a shared humanity journal. Each day, write down one instance where you noticed a shared human trait or experience with someone who usually frustrates you. 2. Detach from external validation. According to Epictetus, external validation is beyond our control. He always emphasized that seeking approval from others can lead to unnecessary distress. Instead, we should seek validation from within based on our adherence to Stoic virtues. Epictetus said, "If you are ever tempted to look for outside approval, realize that you have compromised your integrity. If you need a witness, be your own." Today, most people are doing unimaginable things to please people on social media whom they don't even know. According to Stoic teachings, it's stupid. You can practice the praise and blame exercise. When you receive praise or criticism, pause and internally say, "This is just an opinion, not a fact about my worth." By focusing on internal validation, you free yourself from the psychological hell created by others' opinions and actions. This allows you to remain true to your values, maintain your inner peace regardless of external feedback. 3. Utilize the dichotomy of control to reduce conflict. The dichotomy of control is the Stoic concept that asks you to focus on what is in your control and not focusing on what is not in your control. This is a very powerful method. If this method alone is followed properly, 99% of the problems would vanish. Epictetus wrote, "Some things are within our control and some things are not. It is only after you have faced this fundamental rule and learned to distinguish between what you can and cannot control that inner tranquility and outer effectiveness become possible. To apply this, practically create a control inventory for challenging situations. List all aspects of the situation, marking each as in my control or not in my control. Remember, the next time, if you're in a heated argument with a friend, focus on controlling your own actions and reactions rather than trying to change their behavior. 4. Practice amor fati with interpersonal challenges. Marcus Aurelius said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." Amor fati, or love of fate, is about embracing all experiences, including difficult interactions, as necessary parts of life. By accepting and even loving the challenges others present, you transform these experiences into opportunities for growth. Nietzsche, heavily influenced by Stoic thought, said, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it." Next time you encounter a difficult person, instead of dreading the interaction, view it as a valuable experience. This mindset can help you learn patience, tolerance, and resilience. For instance, dealing with a critical boss can teach you to stay composed under pressure and refine your professional skills, ultimately enhancing your personal development. 5. Engage in premeditatio malorum for social interactions. We must undergo a hard winter training and not rush into things for which we haven't prepared. Gaius Musonius Rufus. Premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, involves mentally preparing for potential difficulties. Before interacting with challenging individuals, imagine possible negative scenarios and rehearse your Stoic responses. Seneca advised, "Rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck, all the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes." If you're about to attend a family gathering where you anticipate conflict, visualize the potential arguments and plan your responses. This preparation reduces the shock and emotional impact when they occur, allowing you to handle situations with greater equanimity. By anticipating challenges, you're better equipped to remain calm and composed, transforming potential stresses into manageable events. 6. Remember the view from above. Adopting the Stoic practice of viewing life from a broader perspective can significantly alter how you perceive conflicts. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the vastness of the universe to put his problems into perspective. Consider frequently the connection of all things in the universe and their relation to one another. Imagine looking at your life from above, seeing yourself and others as small parts of a larger whole. This perspective can make individual conflicts seem less significant and reduce their emotional power. For example, a disagreement with a neighbor over a minor issue can seem trivial when viewed in the context of your entire life and the broader universe. You can practice this powerful technique called the zoom-out technique. When stressed by an interaction, imagine zooming out to see your city, country, planet, and galaxy. Reflect on how this changes your perspective. 7. Apply the discipline of assent to judgment. Be mindful of your initial judgments about others' behaviors. Seneca advises pausing before you assent to any negative impression. By questioning your judgments and choosing a more Stoic interpretation, you can reduce the stress others cause. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Stoics follow this practice called the pause and question method. Before reacting to someone's behavior, pause and ask yourself, is my interpretation the only possible one? If a friend makes a sarcastic remark, instead of immediately taking offense, pause and consider alternative interpretations. Perhaps they're having a bad day, or their humor is simply misunderstood. By controlling your assent to initial negative judgments, you prevent unnecessary emotional distress and maintain healthier relationships. 8. Use Stoic role models for inspiration. Reflect on how Stoic role models such as Epictetus, Seneca, or Marcus Aurelius might handle difficult interactions. Drawing inspiration from their examples can guide you in responding more stoically and reducing the negative impact of others. Marcus Aurelius often sought inspiration from his Stoic teachers and predecessors, reinforcing the importance of role models. Look to the essence of a thing, whether it be a point of doctrine, of practice, or of interpretation. Stoics preach this idea of creating a Stoic council in your mind, where you imagine a group of Stoic philosophers you admire. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, what would my Stoic council advise? For example, when dealing with a difficult co-worker, think about how Epictetus might approach the situation. He emphasized maintaining control over one's own reactions and focusing on what is within one's power. This reflection can provide practical guidance and a calming influence during challenging interactions. 9. Practice social virtues deliberately. The virtues are mutually connected so that he who has one has all. Panaietius. Actively practicing virtues like kindness, patience, and humility in your interactions not only aligns with Stoic ethics, but also can disarm difficult people and transform negative interactions into more positive ones. Musonius Rufus emphasized the importance of social virtues. Kindness is invincible, but only when it is sincere, with no hypocrisy or faking. For example, if a customer service representative is rude, responding with genuine kindness and patience can diffuse the tension and lead to a more productive conversation. Deliberately practicing these virtues creates a positive ripple effect, often improving the overall tone of interactions and reducing personal stress. 10. Develop a Stoic morning routine. Begin each day with a Stoic practice, such as meditation or journaling, to strengthen your resilience against external disturbances. Reflect on the day ahead, anticipate potential challenges, and prepare yourself mentally to handle them with Stoic equanimity. Marcus Aurelius practiced this diligently. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. Start your day with a few minutes of meditation, focusing on Stoic principles and setting your intentions. Write in a journal about potential challenges you might face and how you plan to respond. This morning routine creates a foundation of mental clarity and strength, equipping you to handle whatever the day brings with grace and composure. In the end, the fusion of Stoic philosophy with Sartre's existentialist concept offers a powerful antidote to the challenges of social existence. By embracing these 10 Stoic strategies and implementing the practical tips, we can fundamentally transform our experience of interpersonal relationships. Rather than viewing others as sources of torment or hell, we can see them as opportunities for growth, self-reflection, and the practice of virtue. This shift in perspective not only alleviates our own suffering, but also contributes to more harmonious interactions with those around us. Remember, the goal isn't to control others or external events, but to master our own perceptions and responses. As we cultivate this Stoic resilience, we may find that the hell Sartre described becomes a crucible for personal development, turning potential adversities into stepping stones toward a more fulfilled, tranquil, and virtuous life. In doing so, we not only liberate ourselves from the tyranny of others' opinions and actions, but also contribute to a more understanding and compassionate world. Thank you for joining us today. If this video helped you along your Stoic journey, please give it a like and consider sharing it with others who may benefit from its teachings. For more Stoic teachings, please subscribe to our channel where we post new discussions weekly to deepen our philosophical understanding of Stoicism and the modern world. Until next time.